been paramount importance, and we've got to get our game tuned in, play great, and finish the game the way we want to. So that's first. Second, what makes it an exciting weekend for everybody is that it's the 10th anniversary of the Super Bowl win, and a ton of guys are going to be here. Most of our guys are going to be in town. People that were part of the club then also are showing up, and it's a great memory for all of us, and so everybody's gonna have a blast. It'll be fun to see everybody. We'll see a bunch of guys tomorrow and this evening, and then of course at the stadium. But yeah, I'm really proud to see these guys come back and with the kind of energy that they have, and they're excited about being here and proud of that time and all that. So we'll do the best we can to celebrate that.
How'd Jamal do this week?
He practiced really well. Yeah, he's as close as he can get to going, and we'll see how this winds up, but he'll be in the middle of it next week for sure. So I'm really excited for him. He's done a fantastic job of conditioning and being on it so consistently that he's created an opportunity for him to get back here.
What happened with Quandre Diggs?
He just had a little bit of a little tight hammy, and we just wanted to make sure not expose it. And so we're just waiting it out. But he feels like he's playing.
How about Julian Love as well?
He did really well today in his workout, and we'll see. We got to see how they respond to the work that they've done.
Does Adam's status for Sunday will it be impacted all by Love?
No.
Or is that independent?
No.
Andy Dalton's going to be starting for them. Does that change much for you guys? I mean, he's a guy obviously you've seen a lot of.
Yeah, we've seen him and know him well and respect him, all that, for all the obvious reasons. It changed them maybe somewhat in that, they were going to get a more of a runner, out of the young guy playing out there, and this will be a little bit different in that regard. But I'm sure they're going to run basically the same offense. That's they've got a great style and scheme that they're doing, and I'm sure that they wouldn't leave that.
Is Kobe's injuries the same toe thing he had earlier?
It's not the same. It's on his other foot, and it's a little bit different injury, and it's not nearly as severe as the other one. But it something happened there, and so we're going to take care of him.
How's DK doing?
He had a really good day today. He busted it all day long. He practiced full, and he looked good today.
So he should go Sunday.
He looked great. I would think so.
Is Artie sort of the obvious guy then to take Kobe's spot, or?
Well, you got to wait and see on that one now. I have to remember to do that. Take care of that.
The new tight end you got, Russell, is he a blocker too?
He has been an effective blocker. He moves well. We like the versatility that he brings, and also his special teams contributions were really obvious. We think we really got something in him there.
Was that someone you tried to get in May?
I don't think back that far, Greg. I don't remember that far back, but we've been watching him all through camp and all.
Pete, how's Derek Hall doing?
He banged his shoulder a little bit today. We iced him on and stopped him from finishing the practice, but I think he's okay.
What have you thought of Jake Bobo just through 2 weeks, what he's been able to do so far?
We haven't got enough of Bobo, and we kind of got going with him, and I'd like to see him be more part of it. He's busting his tail. He's ready to go. He's ready to do whatever we need him to do, and we love having him on the club. He's got so much versatility and so many unique traits that he brings us. So it won't be long.
DJ Dallas' status?
He's sick today. Yeah, he's ill.
Sent him home.
Yeah.
Back to the Super Bowl celebration. Doug Baldwin was saying this week, like, in the moment, you can't really appreciate it because it's like, boom, you're on to the next season. Because you're still doing this, do you think you've ever really fully looked back and appreciated what you guys did, or is that going to have to wait?
I've always said, I don't know if you guys haven't asked in a while, but I always like to say that I'm going to look back at it and see what we did, and instead of trying to figure it out now. But the moment, like I've said, I think yesterday I was asked about this, the moments that happened following up in the celebration of that championship was really remarkable, and that's something I didn't miss that one. I didn't postpone the thought about that one. It was so unique and so extraordinary for all our fans to rally like we did, and the joy and all of that. I didn't miss that part of it. But basically, I don't know. we'll figure it out someday down the road.
That ice cream truck had Figueroa Street on the front of it. You open it up something like that?
It's a long drive. It's a surprise that the stuff stayed frozen. It's a great refrigerating system. No, just a little reminiscent. No, just little moments. Beautiful day. These days here have just been amazing, and so we just had some fun with it.
Is that a first for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Here, anyway.
What's the value? I mean, I'm sure there's multiple values, but when you celebrate that and you bring winners to the team, what does it do to the young guys, just in terms of?
I think it would. I'm guessing because I'm not them, but it would be interesting questions to ask those guys and see what they see in it. I think it's kind of probably hard for them to really grasp, because it's not them and it's not their time. I'm sure that they look at it and, they try to figure out what does that mean, and I wish I could be one of those guys and that kind of stuff. There's a little envy in that, I think. But I don't really know. I would think it seems like it's kind of a long ways away from them. 10 years ago, these guys were 11 and in 4th grade or something, So it's a long ways back.
I guess I was trying to figure. I mean, does it help them in terms of here is where you can get to?
I hope so. We often talk about that we've got history, and we do have standards that were established quite a while ago that we continue to update and try to make the most of. So we're not hesitant to bring back the past, and we show them a lot of stuff over the time that they're with us, and because we're trying to build on it, because it is part of the heritage and all, and I want it to be part of the richness of the program. The thing that you have to be careful of, because I know this happened down at SC, you have to be careful that when you got something going for a long time, people come in after a while and they just assume that it's still going to still go, it's going to still be the same, and that's not how you got there, and so. There's a fine line and a balance in there to how much to emphasize it and all. And I'd like to have as much fun with it as we can, use the teachable moments when we can, but try not to overdo it, though. That was then and this is now.
How was Charles this week? How has he kind of progressed back at the stage?
I was with him yesterday talking about it. He's very upbeat about it. Feels way different than he did. So he's truly on the road to recovery. The treatment and the stuff they're doing is working. He knows, so he's very confident about that. Next week will be interesting to see where he is, see how far he's come back.
And then a couple more of the questionable guys. Phil Haynes.
He practiced today. He did well.
And Jared Reed.
Jay Reed practiced today and did well.
How are Tariq and Disley kind of, and how they made it to the week?
This is in the middle of the rehab for this deal, and Reek is getting really close. He's run hard and all of that. We'll see what happens here. The week isn't over yet, but I would really think we could count on him next week. We'll see what happens on the weekend.
Bill would need to go on IR?
No, I don't think that.
How much have the last 8 years, since the Super Bowl years, reinforced you how everything has to be just so to get back there, or how difficult that path can be, no matter what talent you have?
Yeah, we've been reinforced with consistency. We haven't been reinforced with championship, and so that it reminds me of how precious it is and how difficult it is to get things right and find the path to good health that's necessary to capture the most of a season, and to capture the chemistry that it takes. It's these guys are beautiful souls. They bring to this thing, and it ain't all the same. As times change and guys change, it isn't exactly the same. There's so much of this is about the people that are in the middle of it all, and it's not just about X's and O's or formats or Comp Wednesdays and stuff like that. It's about the people, and to get the right mix that draws the most out of the other guys is really what we're always shooting for and trying to recreate. And it's a coach's challenge, man. It's a challenge.
Anything else? Thank you.
See you.